Okay, so I wanted to quickly go over a couple of things to share with you. So the first thing being, there's a question about lesson plans. What am I planning to do with kids after our social emotional week and syllabus week this next week? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Obviously, you are the educator. You have the autonomy to make your own decisions. But I am not going to stress myself up over lesson planning for right now. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So if you go to your FWSD apps portal and you log in, and then you're going to want to go and find the curriculum page. Should be a little red application. It's taking me a second to sign in here, sorry. Okay. So once I'm here, I go to FWSD Online Curriculum, and I'm going to open that up. I'm going to show you where you can find some lessons the district has created for us to use, and I'm going to talk about those for a minute. So if you go to literacy, you can click on any grade. I'm going to go to 8th grade since that's what I teach, but you'll find it in the same spot for whatever grade you are. Click on the scope and sequence. And then once you're on the scope and sequence page, there's this little virtual instruction guide. Okay, so what they have done as a district is they've literally created 2 lessons that we can use every week, okay, while we're virtual. And so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be kind of making them my own, but I wanted to show you what that looks like. Okay, so for week 1, this is not our syllabus week. Okay, you can start week 1, week 2. And so there's 2 sample lessons here. So for 8th graders, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at context clues, and then a writing for their personal narrative. Okay, so once you're in here, you can click on those sample lessons, and it's going to take you through a planned out lesson that you can use. All you have to do is kind of take this lesson plan and convert it into the campus-wide lesson plan template. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be teaching this on my synchronous days, and then when my kid the next day has their asynchronous day, they're going to be working on a context clue lesson. Okay, so you're really only teaching 2 lessons per week. So one of my lessons each week is going to be context clues for the second week, and the other one is going to be personal narrative, if that makes sense. Okay, so they're going to have 2 opportunities to work on this skill, one of those being on the synchronous days and one of those being on the asynchronous days. Okay, so I just wanted to show you these resources are here for you, so why wouldn't we use them? And they're adding more and more on as we go. So definitely be looking these up. There's already 6 weeks of sample lessons planned for you, so use them. You should not be over stressing yourselves out about lesson planning during these crazy times. So just to show you what I've done is I've basically created little PowerPoints that go with my lesson. Okay, so I want it to be interesting. I'm going to put it on myself to actually teach these concepts in the lesson plans. They even give you a video, a teacher model video, but I think it's important for my kids to hear myself and hear my voice and my thought process because they're going to be working with me all year. And part of that is building trust by them seeing me teach versus some random recorded video of someone else teach. Okay, so I hope that's helpful and that explains some things. I've also created a lesson plan template that's by day. Okay, so if this would be more easy for you to work on, totally use it. So every Monday, we have our expectations and our week overview. On Tuesday, half of our kids, periods 1 through 4, are synchronous, so that's in blue. And then the other half are down here. They are asynchronous. Okay, so that's in orange. So every day of the week, you have both synchronous kids and asynchronous kids learning 2 different things. Okay, So what I'm going to do is every Friday with periods 1 through 4, I'm going to be teaching them the lesson they will need in order to be on their own for this asynchronous day when they come on Tuesday. If that makes sense, I hope it does. If not, you can schedule a video call with me and I can clarify that. But what you're going to have to do is every Friday, you're going to have to start teaching for the next week so that your kids have the content they need to then go practice on their own on that Tuesday afternoon. Remember, Mondays are for expectations, for reminders, for technology, information, for a week overview, okay? You're not really teaching a whole concept for those 30 minutes or whatever we have with each class. But you may be like, okay, guys, this week we're working on context clues and personal narrative. Has anyone heard of a context clue before? Have you ever written a personal narrative? What does that look like for you? Okay, so it's not really a teacher model. It's more of just talking about the overall concepts of what we're going to be teaching that week. So I hope this makes sense and I hope this was helpful. If not, let's schedule some time today because I'm here to serve you.